Hey guys, so we're doing the RuneSmith weekly challenge. This week is do 3 locks upside down. So we got a Brinks, we have an Abus 7240, and we got a Paclock 90A-Pro. So let's see if we can show the lock works with the key. Now this lock can't be gutted, the other two can, but I don't think we're going to do that for this challenge. I think this video is going to be long enough. So I'm using just a standard small hook Peterson. I think it's their medium thickness, I think, which is like 20 thousandths, I want to say, somewhere around there. This key weighs a little tight. So I'm using, oh, it's open, but it fell out. Alright. One out of the way. 2 to go. So let's get the key for this. And there's the key for that, if anyone is so interested in looking at keys. And alright, hopefully my stubby fingers don't cover everything. Yeah, when I saw this challenge this morning, I was a little shocked that it was 3 locks. Because to me, this challenge is challenging. I'm definitely not used to picking locks upside down, which I'm sure, I guess, most people aren't. So I guess that's why it's a challenge, huh? So kind of just floating my pick in the air. A little bit of bitch picking, I guess you call it. Usually when I pick locks, I guess most people, you kind of tilt the pick against the bottom of the lock or bottom of the core and kind of wedge it. But I can't seem to do that upside down. I have a hard time really keeping track of what's going on if I do it that way. I want to make sure I don't lose my tension wrench. I'm terrified that I'm going to. Kind of reminds me, when I first started picking, I had no idea what I was doing. I guess I was long before YouTube and whatnot. There was books out there, but being young, I didn't didn't have a lot of that stuff. You know what, let me no, trying to maybe reposition. We'll just let it go. Yes, I didn't have a lot of books, or I was able to get some books, some information on how to pick locks, but it was still pretty scarce for me. And my picks were fairly thick at the time. Cheap, so I used to kind of just pick locks kind of floating like this with the lock right side up. Again, a lot of it because I didn't know what I was doing, which some may say I still don't, but yeah, your wrist and hands fatigue much quicker this way, doing it that way. So we're going on 7 minutes here. I think something is overset. Yeah, we're gonna start over. Not that I really know what I'm feeling for with it being upside down, but it just didn't feel all that great. Yeah, I know this lock specifically has a ton of spools. And similar to the American 1100, this core is a little tight to turn when it's open. I don't think it's as bad as those guys, but yeah, sometimes you can have this fully picked, and if you don't have enough tension, you don't even know it's ready to be opened. That's why I'm trying to double check every once in a while. Put a little added tension to there. Alright, where are we at? Just kind of randomly tack some pins. We're going on 10 minutes already. Ooh-wee. Not a very entertaining video here. Yeah, and I apologize for the, like I said, the poor quality video here. I'm trying a few different techniques of where to put my camera and try to get the best angle and whatnot for these videos. I am new to YouTube as far as making videos. So, all right, we got her open. Yeah, see, that was tight. I almost missed that one. All right. Let's do the old Paclock 90A-Pro. So we got this. Works. There's a key for it. Anyone interested? And let's do this tension wrench. This works good for me when I'm picking this lock right side up. So here we're going to use a same style of hook, standard, small, whatever you want to call it. The Peterson, which is their thickest picks. The black handles, which again, it's somewhere around, it's like 25 thousandths of an inch. Alright, can I find the pins? So awkward. And then I got kind of poking my face around the camera trying to and getting the right tension too is troublesome. But again, I guess that's why they call it a challenge. If it were easy, everybody would be doing it. Alright, let's start over. I don't know what the heck we were doing there. Let's see if I can find... okay, so I'm finding the pin here. Alright. Where are we at? 14 minutes. Alright, we're going to give it one more try here. Yeah, I got something overset there. Yeah, this, getting this tension is, well, not just that. This whole challenge is hard. I don't know what pin. I think we're, oh no, oh no. My hands are starting to cramp up. What are we, 19 minutes? Okay guys, let's go. I think we're gonna, if this doesn't pop open here soon, we're gonna call this a fail. Because my hand is cramping. Alright, one more quick try, and if nothing else, we'll get the 2 locks and go home with the tail between our legs.